Okay, so tonight's movie, I was going to either watch P2 or A Christmas Horror Story, but then I realized the main song in P2 is apparently Blue Christmas, and that is the song I like the least. And A Christmas Horror Story is essentially like Krampus. It has to do with Krampus, so I figured I'm gonna get ready to film some stuff. I have a lot to do anyways. I might as well just watch Krampus, because I've already seen it. I just need a refresher so I can review it, you know? So, tonight, we're watching Krampus. Since I showed the actual DVD for Better Watch Out, I thought I would show this one because that face haunts me. I think about that thing at least once a week. Tell me why! I almost started crying at the end of this movie! Not gonna happen! I'm not gonna be a bitch and cry at Krampus! It was the Christmas music that almost got me! Yeah. One thing I love about the end of this movie is how it fakes you out with the happy ending. Because if you really think about it, that's not a happy ending. Oh my god, I forgot there was a jump scare! I'm so mad. Alright, it is the next day. I just got home from work, which you can probably tell because I'm not wearing lipstick. I don't wear lipstick anymore because of the masks. Well, to work at least. Anyways, today we are finally going to be talking about Krampus. Since this is one of the only ones on my list that I've already seen, I'm not going to go into a review of sorts. I will go ahead and tell you things I enjoyed, things I didn't enjoy, and just some things about the movie. But first, before that, let's talk a little bit more generally about Krampus, a 2015 Christmas horror movie, comedy horror, I should say, about the man, the myth, the German folklore legend, Krampus. Essentially, this is about a boy who loses his Christmas spirit amongst his incredibly dysfunctional family, and Krampus comes to, well, make things worse, as one does. By the end of the movie, this horribly dysfunctional family has to come together to try and save one another from my boy, Krampus. So this has a pretty good cast, and while a lot of the characters are unlikable, it does have some really good actors such as Adam Scott, Toni Collette, who still deserves an Oscar for Hereditary, and David Koechner, who we also know as Packer from The Office. The last notable character from this movie that I knew right off the top was Conchetta Ferrell, who plays Berta in 2.5 Men. Other than that, none of the other faces were too familiar to me. But my favorite character in this movie is Omi, the grandma. She is such a good character in this movie. She's just so sweet. When she brings out that hot chocolate, you guys, I wanna cry. I just wanna give her a hug. I miss my grandma. Let's talk about my thoughts. Like I mentioned, a lot of the characters are horribly unlikable to an extent that is really annoying until more than half of the movie. Like right until almost the end, some of the characters are still horribly unlikable. Like the two sisters, I can't stand them. But I don't necessarily take any of the characters or this story at all for like face value, or I don't take it seriously at all, because right from the beginning it feels like you are in someone's like dream. Like you just kind of feel like you are in a dream state while you're watching this movie. I feel, at least. And can we just talk about this kid and his fake crying, because I cannot stand, this kid's cry is more fake than Laura Lee's apology video, and I was like laughing at how fake this kid was crying. Good try, buddy. So, Krampus comes, the whole catalyst of the story is Max, the main character, rips up his letter to Santa and loses his holiday spirit, and I think that was really cool, a really clever thing to do, a more original type of a Christmas story. One of my favorite additions to this movie is the advent calendar that Max opens up. I think you see the 23rd, 24th, and 25th, but like it's so eerie and like the little pictures behind it are so creepy. I really enjoy that. One thing I did not enjoy at all are the CGI gingerbread men, because I think they just take a lot out of the movie, considering like the horrifying monster toys at the end. Like they don't compare. Another one of my favorite things about this movie, there are progressive snowmen that pop up in the yard, and I'm going to mention The Office again. Do you guys remember the episode of The Office where Dwight tortures and taunts Jim at the end with all those snowmen, and they're having a snowball fight, and like they have to run to the car because, you know, the best present of all is fear. What is the quote? That's it. The greatest snowball of all isn't a snowball, it's fear. But that's what those snowmen reminded me of, and I thought it was hilarious. Can we just talk about the fact that this movie, Krampus, is Toni Collette finding weird and goofy shit in her attic before Hereditary? Hilarious. Another thing I really loved about this movie is the end, near the end, like you see his creepy elves and his like Krampus reindeer. They're so cool. I just love the way they look. I love like the dark creepiness of it, because that's the kind of person I am, you know? And then last but not least, another one of my favorite things about the movie is near the end, Max is trying to drive a giant like diesel truck, and the girl's yelling at him to like, get away, hurry, go on. And he says to her, I don't even know how to drive this thing. We have a hybrid. I don't even know how to drive a stick. We have a hybrid. And he's so serious about it, and it cracks me up every time I see it. But anyways, let's talk about ratings. I love Krampus. I revisit it every year. This movie came out 5 years ago now, so I've been seeing it for a while. That's why I don't really have too much of a review for it. That's why I wanted to give you things I like about this movie instead of an entire review. I don't know, maybe you guys can relate with this more. So for Christmas rating, how Christmassy was this movie, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10. I think, did I give Holidays a 10 out of 10? I think I did, but this is definitely a 10 out of 10 Christmas movie. I forget which order I do this, but for scares, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10. For gore, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Krampus an 8 out of 10. I enjoy this movie. I think it's fun. I think it's a great holiday alternative for those of us who don't like cheesy Hallmark holiday Christmas movies, and you still want a family film, but not necessarily a family film, if you know what I mean. So that is it for me for today. I hope that you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe if you are enjoying the Christmas holiday movies. I am so excited because I want to start doing this for more movies in the new year. I miss talking about movies on this channel so much. Like, that was the main purpose of it, and I just started doing hauls forever because I'm a hoarder. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed Krampus, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you soon. Happy holidays, Spooky fam.